Do you know what really sucks? Is sitting down to edit your project and realizing that you have gaps in your coverage or shots missing. You need to have a really good, specific, and detailed shot list. Head over to filmmakersecrets.com/shot list, SHOTLIST, to get a killer shot list template along with some training where I show you step by step exactly how to use it. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Filmmakers have the power to evoke emotion, inspire thought, and drive universal change in this world. Right now, a real seismic shift is happening in the film industry. This is your best chance to join a new filmmaking movement. You have been called to create an everlasting impact with your unmatched, deep desire to tell authentic stories. So how does a filmmaker thrive in an environment that is almost intentionally designed to bring you down? That is the question, and this podcast reveals the answer. Welcome to Filmmaker Secrets. What's happening, filmmakers? It's George VK, and welcome to the second episode of Filmmaker Secrets Podcast. Today, I just want to tell you a story, my story. So I immigrated to the US in 2001, and the idea of going to college to make movies was, well, foreign to me. My first day of film school was a euphoric experience, to say the least. I was humbled, determined, ambitious, and probably a little overly excited about the prospect of having narrative filmmaking being my full-time gig for the rest of my life after graduation. I even told myself, if I can make a comfortable living doing this, I would do it for the rest of my life. My senior thesis project was my chance to prove myself. I wanted to shoot a winning film and be recognized for my storytelling talent, but on a deeper level, though, I really wanted to prove to myself that it was possible, and all the money invested and the time that I spent in college and outside would have been worth it. After writing and directing dozens of short films, shooting for hundreds of sets, film races, promos, music videos, weddings, 3 feature films, and a web series, I hit a wall. After too many of those sets had the same pattern of mismanagement that I noticed when it comes to scheduling, as if going overtime without pay is just the norm. I realized this was not sustainable. And so I studied the process of pre-production aggressively to perfect my scheduling strategies to be more efficient and more intentional. You see, pre-production is kind of like the foundation for a house, the house being your successful project. The tenants are your satisfied audience. Without the foundation, there is no house. There are no tenants. I did so much pre-production on top of actually shooting for so many projects that with time I developed my own system of the best practices for film production efficiencies. Now, it's not perfect. There were definitely times when I made mistakes, like during my senior thesis project. I underestimated the time it would take to haul film gear up the mountain through the snow, having to spend a cold winter night in an abandoned cabin in the middle of the woods, all because we went way overtime and had to make a tough call. 1, pack up all the gear and drive through the night, only to have to come back in the morning and haul it back up, or 2, have a few crew members stay overnight with the gear. We chose the latter. Now, at this point, I can do some dirty but effective pre-production for a 24-hour film race in my sleep, guaranteeing a successful shoot and timely post-production. But the transformation that it had on me as a filmmaker is paramount. I am more humbled by the process than ever. I truly believe it to be as important as the final product, if not a little more. After all, the process informs the final product, as the product informs the process. If there is anything you take away from this, let it be this famous quote by Benjamin Franklin. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. So that's the secret, filmmakers. It's George VK. Thanks so much for listening. If you like that, then you are going to love my Cine Racing Challenge. This is a 7-day filmmaking competition where your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to write shoot, and edit a short 60-second film in just 7 days for your one chance to win with over $10,000 in prizes. So head over to cineracing.com. That's cineracing.com to get registered. Spots are filling up fast and the timer is ticking before the next Cine Racing Challenge launches. So be sure to head over to cineracing.com right now to get registered. I'll see you over there.